The class that I just finished is called Terrible Noises for Beautiful People, Cobra edition. And in this particular one, what we do is we play, a lot of what we did was play John Zorn's Cobra.
It's basically an improv group. We're using our voices as our instruments.
It's a place that we get together and make a whole bunch of crazy sounds in an ensemble sort of setting, and we all direct one another and sort of direct how the ensemble plays.
It's a weird experimental sound vocal jazz improv game.
I started teaching, the path of me teaching these workshops goes back a really long time, and there's a couple of stages in it. I started off like when I was a teenager doing improv theater, and I went off to university, and I wanted to do improv theater, and I just thought the best way to do it was to start my own group. I discovered in starting my own group that I really liked teaching. I thought I was just going to teach them so that we could all play together, but very quickly we all discovered that I liked teaching the classes, and they liked me teaching the classes.
Okay, I'm interested in this territory that Misha's exploring between music and theatre, sound for its own sake, for its, well, the dramatic potential of sound.
The musical game Cobra, created by John Zorn, which is sort of a game based on improvisations that are directed through a series of cues.
Cobra rehearsal is essentially a group of fantastic people who get together to make crazy-ass noises with one another.
I'm a teacher, I'm a high school teacher. I think some of the group dynamics that Misha's kind of brought into the group as a facilitator who provides both structure and open spaces with which to explore that structure, I think those are strategies that I hope to use in my own classroom at some point.
I think Misha is a wonderful facilitator of these kinds of experiences of all kinds, I think. You know, where it's sort of intellectual play and just pure fun.
I'm a poet and writer, and so it's wonderful. I love it. But there's something very exciting about being able to just make sounds, and there's an element of play to it.
That I was really, really interested in improvisation as a participatory thing, as a thing for people to do, and not as a means to the end of performance. And I've been really, really, really interested in that. So when I think about, for instance, with the music classes, when people ask me what's the music class for, and what I tend to say is, well, you know, what's music for? You know, it might be the case that, for instance, people, you know, you have a record and you like to put it on after work and it helps you relax. But I think it would be funny to say, like, oh, what this record is for is it's like a relaxing machine to help you, you know, to teach you how to relax after work, you know, or, you know, all of it. So people take these classes, and I think for some people, they learn things about how people interact with each other, and for some people it helps them think more intelligently about certain elements of music, and for some people it is pleasurable, or for some people it's relaxing, or for some people, you know, there's all these different things you can get out of it, but no one of those things is the point of it. And what I hope is that the classes are complicated enough and rich enough that people can have very, very different experiences from.
The experience of the class has been a really interesting and freeing experience. Not very often do you get to make really, you know, bizarre noises with your mouth and be accepted by a group of people.
We've been doing a lot of improvised noise making, kind of exploring our own sonic vocabularies outside of semantics.
Like, just on a more social level, like, it's definitely raised my comfort level with just kind of making an idiot out of myself in front of people I don't really know that well.
And coming to workshop every week, that's exactly what it's been. It's been just this really dynamic, exciting, inspiring sort of sense of play.
And all of these exercises just encourage me to burst right out and do something ridiculously crazy for no apparent reason, and rediscover that capacity in me.
Greater confidence in the range of sounds that anyone can make with their voice. And I think we've all learned a lot from each other because we're coming from different backgrounds.
It's an interesting way to spend an evening. It makes me laugh. People are, you know, some of it's very funny, and also you kind of get to be a rock star without being able to sing.
When you compose a piece of music, that what you're hoping is that it will like draw people out of their regular lives, and it will really, you know, engage them, and that they'll feel when it's over like they've really been somewhere. And that's so for instance, the classes, I think of them as a powerful musical experience. That's in fact what people have. They come to this place and they have this experience, and they engage with sounds, and they engage with structures, and they engage with patterns, and it takes them somewhere else, and it's really intense.